Episode 5. Episode 5. Episode 5. Episode 5. It's been a long time. What up, y'all? It is I, Mike, my lovely, beautiful, thick, luxurious, all of
Faith.
that. My wife, Faith. We together are CarVett. And what we do on this channel in front of this camera is have Convos. And we're also from 414 Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to introduce us. You got
Okay.
anything you want to say?
Long time coming. Welcome back to our channel. Longly anticipated. We've been getting some things together.
Yeah.
And so we feel like we're at the point where we could pick back up.
Yeah.
Bringing you regular content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like picking back up where we left off. Bigger and better. Yeah.
As y'all see, shout out my wife again. This set that is created, that y'all are currently looking at, was all put together by my beautiful wife, Faith. I had some assistance, if you will, but for the most part, she definitely.
You know, as a
did
woman,
the
just give me the money and.
Yeah, you know, she took care of it. You know, she did what she had to do. You know, and
Yeah,
put it
you
together.
like picked out. You said you wanted a.
You know, a
I think
poster.
it was there. Wasn't
I
it?
definitely
Yeah.
picked this out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
We bought these together. Rest in peace to Mamba, Kobe. Also had to get this, Bucks, City, Champs. You feel me? Yeah, man, we're back. Episode 5, Super Geeked. Today, we are going to talk about how, or ways, or tips, or whatever. I guess you could say, if you will. All of this is going to be from our perspective on what we do with our marriage. So, like, yeah, we're going to talk about how do you keep your marriage interesting. You know what I mean? How do you keep your marriage interesting, whether you have kids, because we got kids, we have a child. So, it's like, yeah, not plural, we have a child, one. So it's like, how do we keep our marriage interesting, and how do we keep our marriage interesting with a child? So, would you like to answer that first, or do you want me to go in on my thoughts? I think there's more. You should do that. Go ahead, ladies first. I thought I was talking
Okay, well, how to keep our marriage interesting. I feel like something that we do to keep it interesting is we have our planned a long time. So with having a child and working full time, you gotta kind of work around one another's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, usually our nice alone time comes at night. But no, sometimes you got time in the morning too.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? What are you saying?
Keeping it interesting.
Yeah, like, what are you saying?
Well, y'all gotta like have sex.
So I didn't want to force it,
interesting.
but that's what I thought you were trying to say.
Yeah, that definitely keeps it interesting. So just whenever y'all can have that time, y'all gotta like just,
Yeah,
get
have
it
it.
in.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
If you gotta lock that door, you know.
Hey.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, we lock the door regardless.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
When you know she's here running around,
yeah.
give your kid. We give Milan stuff. So like she said, like Faith said, we work full time, man. So it's kind of like, that's an important part of marriage, and
that's just working. That's not
Yeah.
accounting for everything outside of work.
Yeah.
Like, you have parents, you gotta, like, look after.
Mhm.
Just day-to-day, like, life. Like,
Yeah.
So
making that time is important. So it's
Yeah.
like, for Milan, she's super busy. She's the only child, so she likes
and
to
she's
have.
5.
She likes to have that, you know, in your face. hands-on activity, and it's like that's cool. And
she
it's
want to
important
be
to
up
give her
under
that.
us, you know, of course, with her parents, and you know.
But I would say keep it interesting in that realm, like like I would say whatever you got to do, never lose sight of that, because that
the sex
intimacy
gotta be interesting.
Yeah, it's like you know, it ain't gotta be long and drawn out. It ain't. Sometimes them quick wham bam thank you ma'ams would be just enough, and then you go back to regular life. Like you go back to parenting, or you go back to being the husband or being the wife, and you go back to working, and you know, I feel like
it's just like let your spouse know like you thinking about them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because we want to be thought about, fellas. I'm sure, you know, we want to.
I was just going to say, like, vice versa.
Yeah. But I feel like for most men, though, we be on that, but it's like, again, I know as a man what our agreement is. Like you said, you work full time. I work full time. I'm not the type of person to be down on your back about it, but it is something that I feel like the way we've been together so long to where we work it out to where it makes sense for everybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, you know, we both know everybody's working, everybody's tired, but sometimes, hey, we hit the call in button. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, them days will pay for itself. If you feel like you've been just working too much, and it's just been all, hey, take the day off. Use some of that sick time, use some of that pay, that's something. Yeah. But whatever you gotta do, man, keep that interesting now. Keep that going. That's one thing I don't think you can really have too much of, in my opinion. Call me what you want. But I think you can always make time for a good one of them now to keep it interesting. That's
you said interesting, definitely.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm more of the like type of person to plan it out. But
yeah.
Those spontaneous moments keep it like spicy. All right, moving on.
Yeah, that was a lot. What else?
Next one, something that keeps your marriage interesting while having a child. I was going to say kids. You know, because like we said, disclaimer, we only talking about from our viewpoint, from our marriage. You know, some marriages out there ain't even got no children yet. Yeah. Or don't want any. You know, this is what we do with our like family dynamic and everything. So to keep it interesting, we play games. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's new. And I would say
we've like touched on it before, but we kind of like, I don't know, fell back from it. I don't know.
You talking about the games like we were playing the other night?
Well, yeah, that's different. We just got some new games.
Well, yeah. As far as like
we've had games before, kinda.
Yeah, we've tried. I feel like the games that we've tried them out, and we're talking again like couples games, bedroom games. You know, for just fun games or just couples games in general. Mm-hmm. Those are ways to spice it up too, and I feel like. With us, when we had those times, we were younger, cause like again, we were trying to figure stuff out. Like, then we still had a child. It just got lost in the sauce. Yeah, it just got like you know, as we got to life got different. It's like it's like a child and a family, and we trying to get back to that normalcy and how that looks. Yeah, so
it was like a lot changing careers.
Yeah, it was like a lot, and ain't nobody think about
that. Kind of fell back. Yeah, we did fall back from that, but we just revisited that. And that's fun.
Yeah,
you know, spices up. Mm-hmm. You know, gets like your mind thinking about different things. Mm-hmm. And we even play games now. Like, we play iMessage games.
So that's another
He
way.
recently brought up, like, me playing, like, the game with him.
PlayStation 5, man. Trying to get her on that. So.
And I played the game before, the PS4 before the point in time.
You got the 3? Or no? I don't even know if I had the 3. I think I had the Xbox 360.
I think you did, but I don't think we was like living amongst each other at that point. I don't know. No, I think you skipped the 3. I think you said. You said you had the 2, and then you had the 360.
So
So that's like a way to keep your marriage interesting because that's something he's interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So also you gotta we try to consider one another's interests.
Yeah. That's
and
another big part of too.
Yeah.
Of just staying, making it interesting. Making it interesting by listening to what your spouse likes. Cause you may never know, man. You may be like, dang, she likes to do this. I've never done it before. It never really been on my mind, but you do it, and it's like, dang, it's really not that bad. Or you may vice versa. You may be like, he played a game often, and then you play the game a few times. Like, okay, you kind of get the hang of it. Then you getting the adrenaline. It's like, okay, playing the game ain't that bad. So I think too, just picking up on each other's likes and hobbies from time to time. That's another way and a trick to keep it spicy that I don't feel like people really look at enough either. It's like you can really pick up a hobby just by rocking with how your spouse rock with it. You just never know.
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to try.
Just like trying it. Like,
mm-hmm.
for instance, when he was like, oh, like you could play the game with me or whatever. I was like, well, I'm not good at it, just so you know. Like that Call of Duty stuff, I be watching him and I don't like know all the controls and stuff. Like I don't even touch that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there's no need for me to, because I don't play it personally. I don't have any like even my own personal games. Like I could have my own stuff I play on it, like if I wanted, but I don't know. Like I'm just not that interested in it. So, but I'm willing to, cause like I just let them know, like, I'm not gonna be good at it. Yeah. So just disclaimer.
Yeah, I think, and that's fine. I feel like just knowing that, like,
because he's like competitive.
I'm very competitive, but but that's only with like with the people that I'm playing with. Like we play, I don't think it's ever gotten to a point where it was super competitive. At least in my mind, when we played. That 2K
get intense.
Yeah, like when I'm playing with them boys though, like that's because they know, like they know what's going on. These people play this game just as much as me, even more. And it's just like some of the things and decisions that they make, I don't get, but that's to each his own. That's a whole nother vibe. But we can play for sure. We can play for sure, and I think that'll be cool and that'll be fine. And then the way we play, it wouldn't be to the level of competition that I'm playing with those guys at all. Another thing too that I feel like with you, something that I've even started to like that I picked up on for you was like concerts. Like I wasn't big on concerts like that. I wasn't just big on crowds and things, but it's like that's something you like. So I started doing more, and then it's something like, it's not bad for me. Like I can kind of see myself going. I'll be willing to go to more concerts. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say like my interest, like one of my interests is music. Mm-hmm. So more times than not, I'm like, I don't know. I just be scrolling my phone. Or I be listening to music. I have like a lot of music I like, or trying to like discover new music. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I hit a standpoint where I just don't be on nothing. I listen to the same stuff. Then I be like, let me like expand my catalog. So then I be doing that, and then
yeah, I think.
But yes, concerts. Most recently, and I haven't even like been going to a lot of concerts lately. That's new. Well, I've been going to a lot lately, but the start of going at all is new. Like just after COVID, everything opened up. Pre-COVID, I didn't go to no concert. Well, a free one back in like a long time ago.
Like 2012?
No,
before that? Ooh,
it was actually when Chris Brown came here for free on the Summerfest stage.
Yeah,
I didn't even stay because there was too many people.
Before we started going, the very first and only concert I went, it was at a basketball game, and I went to see David Banner.
Oh.
Yeah. That was my first ever concert. Perform? Can't tell you. I know you. I'm pretty sure he performed. I don't know. Whatever his most popular song is, can't even tell you.
Okay.
All I know is we were able to walk off this. We were able to walk out the stands and walk on the floor. And walk up to like the stage, so it was like a very front view. Like I had a very front row view of it, but I cannot tell you what David Banner rapped. I'd be lying if I did. Whatever you can Google it. Whatever his most famous song is, that's what he performed for sure. But yeah, I think again, you know, you got to know what it is too that is interesting to not only yourself but your spouse, man. Like, even being able to surprise one another with stuff, I think that's pretty cool to keep it spontaneous. Like, for example, not too long ago, Faith surprised me with a massage. It was just like booked. It was like, you got a massage here, this time, this day, boom, wow, bam. And it's like, you know, stuff you like too. Make sure you're able to do that for your spouse. Like, that's another way to keep it, you know, interesting.
Or doing something they need.
Yeah.
Like, this is something he need. He really got a problem buying stuff or doing stuff for himself. So, I be having to just do it for him. So that was something like he needed, you know. He had, I feel like, you know, stressful week. I ain't gonna put all your business out there.
I mean, shout out you.
But
shout out you, because it was a
I
lot.
just feel like, he just needed that, you know. And
it was a lot, but we got
that's just something I wanted to treat him with.
Yeah. That was dope. And I think just being able to know, again, your spouse's love language, what they like.
Yeah, like the surprise, he made me a surprise, got together a surprise date for us. You know, our movie. We went out to eat. That was nice, you know, just getting out. Minus the child, we was able to get her away safely.
Had her
stowed away. She had her own fun planned, and so date nights.
Yeah.
Concerts, I feel like, is a part of the date night. It could be like a date night.
But I feel like the spontaneousness of it, though.
Yeah.
And two, fellas, trick for you real quick. This will save you a lot of arguments and save you a lot of time. Just do it without her asking, man. If you know she like it, listen to me. Do it without her asking. Ladies, too, because y'all ain't really being taught much either. I'm going to just let y'all know out the gate. Listen to what this man is asking for and look at him, too, to what he like.
Because they say they simple.
Men are very simple. I done heard multiple people say this. I done heard a lot of people say this now. This is something I was saying. I thought I was tripping when I said it. So I heard more and more men say it. We are simple. We love you women to death. And it's okay that y'all are like this. But y'all are more complex. We love y'all to death. And that's fine. But as a woman, I will say this with all love and sincerity in my heart. Listen to what the man is saying. Because what he's asking for, he's probably asked for it for so many years and so many times. And you just ain't gave it to him yet. But you're still asking for things. And he's sweating and frustrated because he's trying his best to supply those things. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just try to listen a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's working, everybody's trying. But just try to listen a little bit. That's it. All love.
And don't feel a way of revisiting something if one of y'all ain't listening, you know? Because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, as a woman, I'm speaking from a woman. I ain't even speaking from a woman, I'm speaking from my standpoint. Yeah, you just like, sometimes you just don't want to like argue or anything because you feel like, oh, like I done talked about this enough times. But you know what? Like, if you gonna be with this person, communication. Like SpongeBob. Communication. That's how y'all gonna keep, you know, progressing and moving forward. Don't be afraid to revisit the topic. Don't hop on nobody because it's gonna go left. And but just like, you know, just don't be timid or scared to have that conversation of like what it is that's bothering you, like what it is you would like to see more, or, you know, just whatever it is on your heart. Yeah. Because each one of y'all happiness and contentment matters. Like y'all are in a marriage together. So seeing that, like, y'all gotta come together. Like, y'all can't, like, just shut down. And, because it's really not gonna be helpful for neither one of y'all. Like, to hold any feelings inside and just try to ignore them. Like, no, because it's gonna eat at you until you address it. Or you're gonna feel some type of way. And it's just you might as well just lay it all out on the table. You know.
Get over it.
Yeah. Have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's something that we had to we're growing into. We ain't all the way grewed in.
We ain't. Well, we've been together since we were children or teenagers,
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
about 15 and 16.
we're still figuring
So-
out and navigating through life as adults. And we've been
Mhm.
together since we were adults. So all of
Yeah.
the things that we're experiencing are normal because we're adults now. We're not children, like teenagers anymore. So we're having real life conversations, real life. Everything is real. Everything is, we have a daughter. She's 5 now. And yeah, we're constantly growing. We're in year 13 this year of dating. We're in year 7 of marriage. So yeah, it's just continuously doing what we need to do for one another. And at the end of the day, what works for you all is what works for you all. But know that I feel like at the end all be all, what we can all agree to is that you need time together, you need one another. And however that looks, whatever it looks like to y'all to make it, spicy and make it work, continuously doing that. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, make sure y'all spend that time together where y'all just, have no distractions.
And it all have to be something super extravagant.
That's where people get confused.
Another interest of mine is painting. I'm looking around, we have paintings and stuff.
A lot.
And I like to paint, which is kind of crazy because I hated art growing up because I can't draw. And I'm not artistic, but just something about, sipping a little bit, listening to some music. I really get into it.
And you
It's
got
really
some
nice.
cold pieces, so I think that whatever that combination does to you, it brings out some fine art. Because we got some nice pieces in here made by you, so shout out you.
But yeah, just finding that time together, whether it's watching a movie in the comfort of your home together, cooking a dish together, doing whatever it is, just y'all doing it together, y'all focusing on one another. So yeah, whatever that is and whatever that looks like to y'all, make sure y'all do that. Don't let it be too far in between.
Yeah, where you be lapsing and then you got your mind wandering.
Yeah.
Don't let the mind wander. Just keep it fresh, keep it happy. Because, as much as you can plan to go to work and plan to eat, you can plan to have daytime with your spouse and keep it spicy and keep it happy. It's just that simple. Make sure you plan that time out, do what you gotta do to keep y'all good.
In
keep
sync.
y'all locked in, because that's important.
Yes, it
That's
is.
important. But yeah, man, this has been a wonderful episode. Episode 5 of CarVett Convos on, tips and ways we keep our relationship spicy, where we keep it going, you know what I mean? The way we navigate through having a child. It's still, and it's not neglecting your child or nothing like that. Children know you love them, you do the best you can for them, they're important to us. That's a whole nother episode. But this episode is focused on us, how we do it. Episode 5, CarVett Convos, your boy Mike.
We can do our thumbnail.
Oh yeah, let's do the thumbnail.
Alright.
How you want to do it? We don't look like that no more.
No, we don't.
Look at that. We don't look nothing like that. This is.
When is that?
No, we can do something else. What else you want to do? Let's do this. Alright, one more. Alright.
Better.
Yes, peace out.
All right.